This will be my first time. The first time I will travel solo in Japan. I wanted to do it without any plans or preparation, just carrying my backpack and go wherever my feet will take me. That decision, in fact, made things more interesting.
They told me to off the myth of tomorrow. Very well, so I'm having a soy sauce ramen and Dushan is having what? Spicy ramen? Spicy miso ramen. Ramen in Japan is basically an art, it's culture and it's tradition.
A brief visit to Yokohama was the preamble to the great city of Tokyo. I had no specific plans, but I was hoping I could at least attend a cosplay event in Akihabara. For everything else, I was expecting Tokyo to surprise me. I started from the central part of the city, at Tokyo Station. From the go, I was impressed about the beautiful building, which was built in 1914, but also about how extensive the station goes underground. I checked my map and I visited some places I considered interesting at a walking distance from the station.
You cannot hear any sounds. Well, you hear only the cars, but very distant.
Just 20 minutes by train from Tokyo Station, I found Sengakuji Temple. There lie 47 tombs of samurai. They died avenging their master, who had been unfairly sentenced to commit seppuku, a ritual where he had to kill himself using his own sword. Japanese people respect them so much that even today they bring offers to pay respects to the brave samurai. I walked into each shrine and temple that caught my attention around that area. To me, they give a feeling of peace and solemnity. One of those things I loved from Japan.
The myth of tomorrow. This is a mural that depicts the bombing on Hiroshima and all the destruction it caused. This mural was in power of some Mexican museum or some rich people, I guess. And then it was transferred to Japan and it's now in Shibuya Station. You can see it here.
I relocated to a guest house in Shibuya, and from the station to my accommodation, I actually came across some of the most photographed places in Tokyo. Walking on the tourist path, Meiji Shrine was a pretty nice visit. This place was destroyed during the Second World War, but it was rebuilt shortly after. This is the most visited temple in Japan, and a place where you can witness a traditional Japanese wedding. I heard a great spot for a bird's-eye view of the city, and without any queues, was the Tokyo Metropolitan government building. However, as I was getting closer to the building, my hopes of going up suddenly faded. An angry mob armed with sticks and stones was standing between me and the building. There was no way to escape as they had taken control of the whole street. But as I was about to make my move and sneak past through them, I was betrayed by the very same fellow traveler standing next to me.
They told me to f off.
Alright, maybe I was a bit too dramatic. This was actually a film set, and of course cameras are not allowed. As for the Metropolitan building, I used a different entrance, and it was truly worth it. To keep the exploration going, I walked nearby to Omotesando. It is a very fancy area, full of shops and restaurants. There I found the Dominic Ansel Bakery, supposedly being one of the best in town. My last move was, of course, to Akihabara. Thankfully, here I had help from a good friend who showed me to the Sky Tree. So here's a nice trick. Instead of going up the tower, she took me to a restaurant on top of the building just next to it. Without any queues, we enjoyed delicious food while still having that awesome view next to us. The following day, one of my Japanese mates showed me to Tokyo Dome. He helped me get a photographer's license, and I was ready for the cosplay event happening just at that moment. My mission was complete. Could we turn back to that moonlit summer? And that was the end of my trip through Tokyo. If you like my stories, please follow me on the next one. Until then, sayonara.
Gracias.